most hilarious video ever. It's gonna just be me downloading pictures of Alexis' feet because it's funny. It's funny. Yeah, funny. Wow. Appear to be unexcited. What do you got? Really good cry. Podcast. What do you got?
Out of office, you'd want them prosecuted.
There you go. Money isn't heavy. 16.
Maybe even executed. And you'd want
Who's executed?
I'm not gonna lie, I am the worst with finances. No. You are on your money journey. Because they're still gonna be able to keep running. You know who that's going to be a problem for? I'm Radhi and
Hi, Dan.
a really good
Wait, so what's
the real, the messy, and the beautiful.
I got something. I need something to do. You know.
Conversations that celebrate vulnerability.
Oh my gosh.
Allow you to tune in to learn, connect, and find comfort together. Vivian, thank you so
You
much for being here today.
I need something to do, so
excited to have you
because
here
it's a
because
tedious task.
I'm
This
not
is
gonna
going to be a
lie,
tedious
I am
task.
the
So.
worst with finances. No. You are on your money journey. We're gonna get there together. Yes, okay, I'm on my
Yeah, so I'm downloading pictures of Alexis' feet because it's funny.
And I think it's about time.
This is when I first met her.
Finances. It's just not something that I grew up learning.
These pictures are from Brandy Melville when I first not met her, but like
for me. So I need to know everything.
when I started following her on Instagram and I started noticing her, she was reacting to me on Instagram. I was like, holy fucking shit. Yeah, that's pretty.
If I knew
He's a Brandy Melville.
nothing. I know
He's
the
a really old.
basics of
I wonder
finance.
if she can actually hear me in pictures. I never really found out, by the
that I
way.
would need to know to take part
I never found out, Nicole, if a picture was enough.
Yeah,
It seemed like it
the
was.
scariest part. And
Because there's a woman named Elizabeth Turner.
Finance is just a different language. There's a level of jargon
Shit,
that
it's not-
is used
so- so.
one to make.
There's a woman named Elizabeth Turner. She's a child psychologist I follow.
Outsiders on the out,
And,
for a long time, unfortunately,
It
that has
it
made
appears
regular people feel like they can't be financially with it. Financially,
it appears that I can actually talk
As
to
a young
pictures
person, I
and
think you do need to understand a
anything. So
couple
that means
different so things like budget.
well, that's good. That's perfect. I mean, that's what Alexis needs to know. If she's hearing me,
Saving. What
Saving.
you are setting aside for future you. Investing.
well, this is perfect because investing. Because
More money
if this is
to work
past Alexis, then
so
that's
that you
exactly
don't
what
have
she
to work
needs to
forever.
hear. So
And then, frankly, I would say the next most important word is to have a financial plan.
I don't know
So many
about
of
the
us
whole
are
you don't have to
rich,
work forever
and so many
thing.
people
Not
tell
for
me that
Andrew
when I follow up,
because
and I'm like, why?
I can never really
And they're like,
retire, Radhi.
well,
Think
what
about
do
it. I
you
mean,
mean? Like,
I'm suicidal
like,
because Alexis is not
why?
dating me right
Do
now.
you
But
want to be rich
I don't
because you
have a
want to
choice.
retire at 30? Do you want to be rich because you want to take care of your parents in their older age? Do you want to be rich because you're pregnant and you want to have a baby and make sure that baby has a
No,
good
Alexis
life
is
and
not
then when you
pregnant.
grow
Not
up,
pregnant.
you
Not pregnant
need
at
to
all.
know your
So
why, and that's what a financial plan can help
that's
you.
it.
Okay, amazing.
Not
Okay,
pregnant, Alexis. Not
use these words
pregnant.
when I'm talking to people about this.
Definitely
What
not
would you say
pregnant.
one
So
money myth is that people still believe that you really want to bust.
oh, this is gotta be after because it looks like she has
When
really
we
big breasts.
say the word debt, it sounds like a
Wait, these are
four-letter
breast
word. Technically it
implants.
is,
So
but more so I meant a swear word. Yeah. And
those are breast. I mean, she got them
unfortunately,
removed
the
then.
perception that debt
Holy
gets
fucking
very different
shit.
Depending on who you are.
Why did she
If
get
you
them
are someone
removed
who
if
does not have a lot of money,
or
when you take out a loan,
I
we call it debt. I wag my finger at you, I make you feel bad, and then
yeah,
I say
that's
you're
the
irresponsible.
picture. That's the picture that
But if you have a lot of money,
That's the
and you
picture
take
that
out a loan,
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
say, oh, look at that astute business person.
So what the
using
fuck?
Leverage
What the fuck happens
then I
to this
use the cover
podcast
of
if
that.
I am not
for being a big,
Rowdy? Because
smart person who
I'm-
knows how to use
I'm
other
at
people's money to make money.
exactly that picture,
I
and
understand
then
the argument that like people who don't have money are just
so
using it
I'm literally
to
at a
make
exact
ends meet,
picture.
while these rich people are using it to build something. Great.
Shit.
Good and well.
What did I do?
But
I lost it.
I think
Place.
there is a
What
deep
was the last one?
problem with the fact that we treat different
Shit.
people with different incomes in a completely
They were not gonna know that.
different way
Lost.
when it comes to the same exact word.
That's so true. And if someone has debt right now, would you do you know the percentage of people
Well,
that
I
debt
only
in the
have
US?
debt on my
credit card debt
lease.
is nearly
Like
half.
I have no
the
debt,
scariest
but I have negative net worth
most
because I have a
quickly quantum
liability.
debt. So that's
Shit,
certainly
I'm
one to
losing
call
on
out. I mean,
this
there's
thing. I have a liability on my lease that I
millions
have to pay
of
off, which
people
makes
who
I have negative
student
net
loan
worth right
debt.
now.
I
So
mean, debt's
other than the lease, I don't have negative net
Do you know
worth.
what
But
the average debt that most people have in their life is when they get to, let's say, their 30s or 40s?
average.
well,
is tough.
hopefully
It really
Alexis
will
doesn't have
depend
any
on
debt.
Maybe did you buy a car? Did you buy a
Right.
home? Did you pay for school? Did your parents pay for school? I don't think.
I mean, I don't think
gives a good
anybody's gonna sue her
representation
for
of
anything. I
How
mean,
much debt we as a collective whole struggle with, but I think a bigger.
I mean, how would you
side that's more
sue for
important
wrongful
is
death for
they've
that
done a
plane
lot of
crash? I
research
mean,
in
you
recent
can't.
years on
It's
people's
not really her fault.
perceptions of their financial situations. Of like, do you think your financial situation holds you back? I'll give you one
Because she already heard me
went
say
well.
that she
Probably not, right?
saw
A lot of people
the
are saying no matter what the amount
in the
is, the amount
past,
of debt I have is preventing me from taking.
she
the
basically
next
has to
life
do it,
milestone,
otherwise
preventing
that
me
moment
from
wouldn't
taking
happen.
that
So
risk at work and maybe going for that bigger, scarier job. Like, it's not about the number; it's about how.
I'll
do
probably
you
try to
feel that
form a
number plays
company,
into your
basically,
lifestyle.
Radhi. I mean, like a
And
company
what
that
advice
says
do you give to people when they
time.
come to their, they say, I've got $10,000 of debt, I've got $20,000 of debt, I've got $50,000 of debt. What should they be doing? What are the first steps they should be taking to help themselves in that situation?
Well, I mean, information from the future is
It's like a
absolutely
long,
priceless.
hard
So
look
I can
at
actually
one thing that happens
form a company
naturally to
called
us
like
as
you know
humans is we are
Future
very
and
good at
Knowledge,
satisfying.
and then people
So
just
you have
hire me
$10,000 worth of debt,
to talk to
and you've
themselves,
had
and
it
it's,
for quite some time.
I could charge like $1
That is
million
your
for
and you can live with
information
that
in the
reality.
future. I
You
mean,
can continue waking
I mean, I
up
could
every
literally
day,
charge
go
$1 million
to your
per
job,
time
maybe
for
go buy something,
information,
have dinner,
and I would be
whatever, and we're
absolutely
comfortable with that status quo.
absolutely rich. And
Anytime we have to change that.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be insider information.
You
It
will
could be
likely
anything
struggle
they
with
want
something
to tell
called
themselves.
paralysis
You
by
know,
analysis. When you
Sure.
have too many options.
I mean, literally, I could just form a limited
At the
liability
grocery store,
corporation and
there's
start
actually
selling
two
information of it
marketing
instead of
surveys that
doing it
shows
for free
if
for the
you've
U.S.
got
government.
two choices between two
So
things that do the same
I mean,
like task,
as far as money goes,
You buy
if I really wanted to be rich, I
when
would
there's
be
8
absolutely rich.
choices,
And,
you might become so overwhelmed. You're like, I'm just gonna leave the
Sure,
grocery store. That's why so many of these mega conglomerates are actually buying up competitors. Not because they want to consolidate into one brand, but because they want to own the 2 brands on the shelf. Because they know if there's only 2 brands on the shelf, you'll buy one of them anyway. So this is all to say, first and foremost, you have to take a long, hard look at yourself and come to terms with your reality. And then know that no matter what your reality is,
yeah, just those pictures of
the
feet is
person
actually
who's still writing the story, you hold the pen. And no matter how bad it is, there are solutions that we can take. to make
maybe,
it
maybe not.
Any solution that you recommend that people
Yeah.
try now?
Yeah,
Maybe,
absolutely.
maybe
So
not, because
if
this
you've got
podcast
a
has already formed,
manageable
and I
amount
am
of
doing
debt, it's
something.
not riding on your back every single
you
day,
just-
but you would like to get it paid down. Something I recommend.
Because the
is
wagging the
just
fingers thing, I was
creating
looking, really
So
looking
you
at the
rank
with
all of your debt
Alexis'
from
feet
highest to lowest
pictures,
interest rate.
and she has
the
a
minimum
photo
payment
of
across
exact
everything,
photo
because a lot
of the
people don't know
moment.
this.
I
As
mean,
long as you keep making the minimum payment, you get to keep your credit score high. When you miss
yeah,
a
basically, I
minimum payment is when you
mean,
hit
do
a-
you really have any choice? Is there
your credit
anything of
score.
free will?
So,
Roddy, do you
do
understand the
this minimum
concept
payment across
of
everything, and then any additional funds you have for
have you
debt
heard of this
paydown
thing
go
called
towards the debt
Maya
with the highest
in yoga?
interest rate.
Maya, MAYA,
If you're
the illusion of free
already
will,
feeling
the
overwhelmed,
illusion that human
then
beings
you got
have
some
any
other
free will
options.
whatsoever.
If you have
That
high interest
I
rate
am
debt,
basically, I mean, basically
you
the
can consider
future is in
consolidating.
control
So
of
what
the.
that means
oh,
is
sorry.
you can either get a balance transfer card. I know a little counterintuitive, but if you
It's like
credit card
normal
debt, you
humans
can
speak.
another credit
This
card, and for an
that's
introductory
actually her feet.
period
That's
of time,
hilarious.
roughly usually 12 to 18 months.
This is gonna be
you
absolutely
will
hilarious.
pay
This is absolutely
for
tedious
a
downloading
small
pictures.
fee,
Well, it's
typically
actually
a small
gorgeous, but
percentage of the debt,
it's like watching
we will
Alexis grow
allow
up
you
on
to not
So-
have any interest payments for the first 12 to 18 months, 0% interest. If you are very committed to paying your credit card down during that time, you will pay
Sorry,
no
I mean,
interest,
this is
which
the podcast
awesome.
of
Every dollar
really
you
good
put is
crime with Radhi.
actually
Radhi
going
actually knows
towards
Alexis,
paying
and
down
so
the money you
I mean,
want
for me,
versus just
actually-
paying the interest. If you don't think you can get it done
Sorry.
in 12 to 18 months, you can also get
I mean,
recourse
who
loan.
are
So you can
now?
go to your local bank and say, hey,
Oh, just
I want
listen
to
to
pay down
me.
some debt. Like, can I get
Just
a loan
listen
from
to the
XYZ?
lady that
They'll
I'm
run your
talking
credit,
to.
make sure you are credit worthy, but then they'll give you the money. You use that money
Anyway,
to pay
stay
down the
finished
debt. You
as
cannot continue to use that credit card and rack it up during that time,
shit.
but then you can pay back the bank. And the reason you do this
Well, what
is
happens if
they
you
typically
save
charge an
in?
interest rate of 7 to 15%. Whereas credit cards charge 20 to 30% annual APRs. So that interest just compounds.
Get info.
So
Let me see if
quickly,
it's one.
and
It's
it
179
makes it really
if I
hard to
download
even
that
make a
one.
dent in
I download the,
borrowed versus all of the interest
one.
you owe the credit card company.
If it's the same one,
Okay,
then that
great
means
to
I
hear.
don't actually need to
Credit
click on
score.
it twice.
How important is your credit score, and how?
Yep,
would
I don't need to
someone
click
with a
on it.
low
That's
credit score
perfect.
start to bring it up?
It is very important.
Oh my gosh, shit.
For whatever reason, on the internet are like, oh, don't worry, I don't need a credit score. I'm like,
You
do
do.
you want to buy a car? Do
Right.
you want to buy a house? Do you even want to go rent an apartment?
You do. You do. You
Because
need a credit
when
score.
you go do
Shit.
those things, they are going to
Shit.
run your credit. If you are
There are people around that.
ultra wealthy, maybe that's not a concern for you. But for the most of us, we finance
shit.
those massive purchases, right? Very few
Oh,
people
this is
can walk up
okay.
and buy a home.
I lost the place, so I need to go
They have to
backwards.
say, hey, I'll put down 20%. That'll be my down payment, and then I'll have a mortgage. Maybe it's 30 years, a fixed mortgage.
This is gonna take a
When
while. I
you have a
mean,
very low credit score, you may not be eligible for a mortgage. They will say, if you don't have the cash to buy this place on day
Shit.
one, you don't get this house.
fuck! I completely lost this
If you have a
space.
very high credit score, the opposite happens. You will get
There's
the
that one. There it is. There it is. This is
most
that one.
relaxed, lowest
Got it.
interest rate terms on the deal.
Right.
It's like,
So I don't need to
Do you
click
want
on
a
it
good deal
again,
on
which is
that?
lucky.
Right.
if you can do something to make sure you get a good deal.
Oh yeah,
you can
downloading
do it.
pictures of Alexis
That is why
feed
credit score
manually. I
matters.
should
And
I
then
should be
some of the
doing
most
this so
important
that was
factors
downloaded or
as to
something.
how
But
to keep your credit score
I just should get to
really
look at it.
healthy
Can
is
you actually hear me? Alex?
do not miss payments.
Right.
Like I mentioned, you
That's
don't
the thing.
have
I was
to
gonna
miss
say- I was gonna say,
payment, but you
From
do
oh
at least
crap
have to make the
from
minimum.
because
You have to be consistent and you
anyway.
cannot miss payments. Honestly, if you can
I was gonna tell Nicole Wallace I can
Think
actually talk to
about it,
pictures.
that'd be
So
great.
these pictures, Alexis is basically hearing me from the pictures.
total credit usage, credit utilization is a big factor in credit
So
score.
basically, you're teaching
Say
past
you have
Alexis
three
about
credits,
finance,
each
what
of
she
which
actually needs to
gives
know,
you
but in
a
bits and
$10,000
pieces because
credit limit.
it's like one moment
You need to keep your
and
utilization less than
anyway, like I was
30%
saying, Nicole,
of
Elizabeth
total
Turner
credit
from
limit.
Instagram, the
And
psychologist,
you
she
also
can
wanna
actually
keep
hear
it
me in
less
her
than
pictures.
30% of each
And she let me know she
individual
can hear me. So I am absolutely
Just
positive
because
that I
that
could
is
talk
going
to
to
Abraham
impact
Lincoln,
reporting.
basically.
The general
So
gist is, if you
just
have
an
a credit
image of a
limit,
person at a specific
and you're
moment in
using too much of
time
it,
is
the
enough
folks
to
who are
send that
lending you that
information
money
at
are
that
getting
moment in
antsy.
time. And it's like,
why is
Jesus
this
Christ,
problem
Alexis,
so
I mean, you've been
much
hearing me in
fun?
these
I know.
pictures of what the hell are you hearing?
If you're able to actually keep your
Have a
utilization
great
less
life,
than
right?
10%, it's like hitting
Oh,
a
that's the thing. Hey, this
Super
is-
Mario power
Oh no
up.
no 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 no
and
no! We
we'll
cannot
help
have.
your credit score.
This is
You
Allie.
can either spend less, or a
Oh
big
no
trick
no
I
no!
love
This
to
picture
do
of Allie.
is
We do
I
not
call
want
the
a
credit
picture of
card
Allie.
company
No
and I
no
say,
no no no
I
no
would
Allie
like a
no
credit limit
Allie
increase. If
no
you
Allie.
can't make
Is this
the
actually?
numerator
How do you know this is actually?
You can try to make the denominator bigger.
How do you know this is
right?
actually her?
And
Because
so
there's
I'm
no
like,
face
hey,
in this.
I make really great money. I need more
Nice.
credit on this credit card, and then I don't use it.
Right.
I just have more credit
No, it's
available to me, but I continue to use the regular amount that I'm using.
That's what I do. I have
and it just becomes a
a
smaller percentage.
I have $14,000 credit on my credit card. I don't use
And
all
then
of
the
that.
last,
I don't even
there
go
are a lot
close.
of
So
factors that go into credit score, but these are my top three. The last one, credit history length.
yeah, that's the thing. That's why I got the lease because
When I had
it would
lease,
increase
I
my
had
when I got the
this
lease car
rinky-dinky
lease
old credit
my
card.
car it would
And
make
I'd
my
gotten it
credit score go better.
mid-college, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put like my books on this and like that.
That's why you
occasional
actually
that I order.
do
Yeah.
credit because
There
it
were, like,
builds
no
your credit
rewards,
score.
Nothing
So
really fancy about it. I was
Yeah.
like, great. I started my first job as a trader on Wall Street, and I looked
Yeah.
at all of the folks around me, and they were talking about rewards and credit cards and the fancy ones, the heavy.
dude, seriously,
ones,
insider
the
trading.
metal ones.
Well, I mean, I am not leaking insider trading information to this nice lady.
And I was using that credit card wisely.
Yeah.
And I was getting
Smart
tons
woman,
of
right?
benefits. I mean, travel
Roddy's
perks,
smart.
free upgrades, like going to the lounge, free
Because
paycheck.
because if I leak free credit, I mean, I think I already
my
did
old
actually.
rinky-dinky card was just collecting dust in my wallet. And
I already leaked
the
information
guidance
to
of some
Jay
random
Shetty,
financial
I think.
guru on the internet.
They want the
that you cannot listen
information,
to everybody.
stock
They were
information,
like, you
because
don't
if they
want
know
to
stock
have
information
too
from
much
me, Nicole, they would be absolutely rich.
lines of credit that you're not using.
So
And so
that's
I
why
went
they do this podcast,
and I
because
called that credit card.
what
and I
was
said,
you? Oh my god!
I'm not going to use you anymore. Go ahead and cancel it.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No!
That
No! Oh
was
no!
my
No! Roddy!
longest
Roddy!
line
Roddy! Are you gonna get molested
of
by
credit
sorry? So this is
That
Roddy.
I had for the past.
Are you
8
gonna get
years.
molested by
But
what's
the
his
new
name?
fancy credit card I'd only
Jeffrey
had for
Epstein.
a couple months.
I don't know,
I
man.
closed my oldest credit card.
Jesus Christ, Nicole
It
Wallace.
compressed my credit history.
'Cause I'm downloading
and I only
pictures
had
of
credit history
Alexis
of, like,
feet and Jeffrey Epstein on
2
TV. I
years
mean,
because I had,
goddamn.
like, the card that I got in between. And I was like, wait, but I have made every single payment for the past 8 years on time, in full. I've never missed something. What happened? Why did my credit score drop like 80 points?
Whoa.
You know, I spoke to her and she was like, well, why'd you close that oldest card? And I was like, well, I wasn't using it. And she was like, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can't close your oldest line of credit.
I wonder how people actually know this.
I don't think a lot do because I was working on Wall Street sitting next to some of these bright minds and a lot of the other junior analysts did not know this either.
Wow.
A lot of us made this mistake. Looking back, if I could actually give myself...
Dude, seriously, I have never closed a line of credit on my thing. I mean, all my, they're all at 0.
Upgrade it.
They're all at 0. I
You
mean,
can upgrade it to a fancier card at that same financial institution.
yeah.
Or if someone's tired of paying the annual fee and they're not getting the value out of an expensive card, you can downgrade it. You can change the level of your card, but as long as your relationship with that financial institution stays open, you're able to keep essentially the report cards.
Okay, so you made that mistake. Now,
Yeah,
were there
because
any
your
of the
credit is
mistakes
based on
that
your
other people make
reporting
where you're like,
credit
"Thank you,
history.
I
It's
wish
credit-
these people knew
It's
this."
oh
Like,
my
what
god,
are
it's
the-
called
what are
the
top
credit
10
history
mistakes that you
report.
think
I
people
mean,
make because of lack of knowledge, just like you did that day.
yeah, I mean that's the same thing with
Sticking
time.
with your
With Radhi and Jay Shetty at time.
high school boyfriend
Yeah.
like bank account.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I
this is the
mean-
example I give
Okay.
because
Sticky feet.
so many of us pick up our bank accounts the exact same way as we pick up our first boyfriend.
Ooh, okay. Explain.
Mm.
You meet your first boyfriend
Yeah.
in homeroom in high school.
Yes, exactly.
And
My first
you
credit
like
card
them
is from
Mhm.
They are from your same town.
from
Maybe
this
they
one.
live 3 blocks away, and
Mhm.
they seem great. You wouldn't know though, because you wouldn't literally met.
Yeah, you
anybody
wouldn't
else.
know that there's somebody better,
You wouldn't
right?
know if there was anything better out there.
Exactly. I mean, just like with Alexis, if
We get a
Alexis
lot
meets
of
somebody,
banking
then
relationships
just
the
in her
same way.
life.
Maybe in high school, your mom and dad took you,
Yeah.
and you opened up a bank account
Yeah.
at the same
You wouldn't
bank
know there's
they
somebody
banked at.
better, and
I did that.
Or for me, it was first day of college. There was a
Yeah.
setup. They had like little booths, and there were all the things you could sign up for. And one of them was the bank that was just closest to campus.
yeah.
And nearly
exactly
every
right.
single student signed up for a bank account just to keep
Right
things
there.
easy. But oftentimes
That's
the
why
banks
banks
that
would
those
have
relationships and that
a
are able to
open
give
up
to you
next
at
to
high school
college because you
are brick and
know
mortar, meaning
they know people
there's a
just get the
physical
first
location you can
brand
go
and
and like touch.
Yeah.
There's a wall.
they know.
Unfortunately, a lot of brick and mortar banks offer very, very low interest on your savings.
Mhm.
The FDIC national average for traditional savings accounts is
Zero.
0.42% annually.
It's
So,
real
you get $100 put it in my bank
interest
account,
rate is
and at
negative.
the end
It's
of the year,
always
I have
negative.
$100.42
At the end of the year.
at the end of the year. 1 year.
No, I mean
What do you
real
mean?
interest rates on savings accounts is
Nothing.
always
It's like
negative
couch cushion change.
by definition
There
of
are
how
a
what money
new
works. And
slew of bank accounts and banking institutions that are equally FDIC insured.
Yeah.
So you are protected. They
it's
are
FDI insured, but real
online.
value for a bank saving account is always
Awesome.
negative
They
because
offer
it's calculated to be
high yield
negative.
checking and savings accounts.
It's always calculated to be
So
so
what
it's
does high yield mean?
real.
It just
real.
means
real.
you earn more interest.
Right.
So right now, high yield savings accounts are paying anywhere between 3 to 4%. You give me
Which is
$100,
negative.
Goes in the bank account.
3
at the end of the
4%
year, you have
3 4%
$4. You can see how
3%
if you
interest
have
rate is
$100,
negative interest rate
that
in
would compound,
adjusted to
and
in
it would be a lot more valuable than 0.42.
Mm-hmm.
It's meaningfully more.
yeah,
We
but
often
compound
have
compound
9
interest
times
rates
more.
on oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And they just
and
played,
listen,
uh,
I have a partnership with SoFi Bank. What I love so much about what they offer is they have both a high yield checking and a high yield savings. So a lot of online banks offer high yield savings, but I think the money waiting to be spent on your Wi-Fi bill should also be earning you money. So I love that they have both. There's value to that.
Well, that's the
because
thing. You
one of the
should
scariest
only
things
have
is
enough money
if
for
you go and put
monthly.
$1,000 into your savings thinking that's, your little nest egg,
Mm-hmm.
every year that $1,000 is worth less because of
Yeah,
inflation.
that's what I was just telling her.
Inflation in a healthy year is roughly 2%.
It's
0.42 doesn't get you
uh,
there. So every year your money is
That's not
With a high yield savings account, it helps your money
Wait.
keep up with inflation.
You
What?
mentioned all these benefits.
I mean, you
of
can
all the
ChatGPT
credit cards that you can get. I
what is
literally,
the
like, don't even look at my benefits
annual
and stuff.
inflation
Points,
for
and I'm like,
the
oh,
last
these
5
things,
years
yeah.
in
Do you think
America. That
savings
is
is
on
one
a
of the
healthy
best
year.
places
Are you
to-
kidding
or one of
me?
the main
Lady,
factors
are you
of
kidding
deciding
me?
where to go with, or are there other things that people should be considering when they're deciding what bank account they should be opening?
Are you kidding me,
Bank
lady? I
accounts,
mean,
it's
healthy
more
year.
so about your behavior, as is with credit cards and credit card rewards.
She's
So
totally.
there are going to be some people that are heads of household that
Yeah,
spend all their money
oh
on
my
groceries and
God.
gifts.
Right.
You know what? I
One
just think happened.
Archetype.
What the
Then you've got
fuck?
someone like myself.
What kind
I
of fucked up
live in a
ex-boyfriend
coastal
is
city.
that?
I spend all of
You know
my
what I
food,
just realized,
all of my
Radhi? I
money
mean,
on food. I spend
her
all of
ex-boyfriend
my
did not
money
teach her how to
on
surf.
shopping, like the subway, Uber.
What the
I
fuck?
don't have a car and I don't pay for gas, or
Because she
I like
wouldn't
to
lie,
travel.
you
That's the
know,
way I like to
and
spend money. And there's another
she
good
wouldn't
reason
lie
for
about
this.
that. So that
I am
means
obsessed
she
with retail therapy.
he
I
put
want
her on the
boots
surfboard, took
guys.
pictures of the surfboard, and didn't
The
teach her how to
three of
surf.
us
What kind of fucked up
should not
boyfriend
get
is that,
the
Roddy? I
same
mean,
banking institution or the same credit card.
that is a red flag
You
beyond
need
belief for
those
me.
things to be tailor fit to you. Personal finance is personal.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as best, only best for you.
Mm-hmm.
And what you should do is
That's
go
cool.
through, and I know this sucks because the print is so small and my eyes, they're not great.
Yeah,
But
my eyes are
you
not
read
good. I
the
have
actual
glasses too.
fine print and go through and see what do these things offer me. So something that I love because
Well.
I have butterfingers.
Yeah.
My credit card actually provides phone protection if you purchase the phone with that credit card.
Yeah, that's what the
Any
that's
idea
what you
the
get.
number of times I have shattered my
Yes.
phone. I'm like, no, and I can like see the screen just crushing.
That's so cool.
And I'm like, well, thank goodness I have this.
Your credit card
I
now.
send in
Okay,
a
bye.
photo of this smashed phone. I show them the receipt of me buying the phone with that credit card, and they will send me a reimbursement for me to go get it fixed at the Apple Store. So that's
Wait,
useful. That's like
fix
such
it?
a strange perk, but like one that I use more often than I probably should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so
There's
cool.
things like travel insurance. You know how like when you go buy a flight and at the end they're like,
That is actually one of the
$37.95.
And I'm like, nope.
And I'm like, no.
That's actually one of the
It's
things
never
I
occurred to me to hit yes, but I'm always like, no.
This
But
is
if
so
something does
tedious,
go
by the
wrong,
way.
If you purchased that flight with the right credit
Really
card,
pretty.
you can actually call them and have them bail you out of trouble if you get sick, if you have a bereavement issue, so you can no longer go on a trip, if you know.
Yeah, Alexis is
if
actually
there
really
happens to be a
cute.
natural disaster in the neighborhood, in that area where you're supposed to be traveling.
Downloading
you're like,
pictures
I don't know.
of feet is actually
This is a
really,
great
really
way to
tedious.
protect yourself and make your life as easy as possible.
Across the board, no matter how much money you're making, what percentage should people be
I need to pay
aiming
attention
to
though.
save every year of their income?
This is, again, it varies, but a really good jump off point is
I think,
using the 50, 30, 20 method.
Okay.
So, okay, you think
Well, that's the
about
thing. I mean,
what your
basically,
take home is.
you're
This is not
saving
the
for a
number you
future where
saw
you're just
on
preparing
that
to
job
die.
contract you signed. This is what you get after taxes.
Yeah.
Take home
I mean,
payment
and you're
after
basically
taxes.
preparing to die. And Ellie Michelle is
And you
Ellie
and
Michelle's
take half of
is
that
such an
and you
interesting
allocate to
woman.
needs. Okay, so that's housing, groceries,
Anyway, I mean,
basic transportation,
yeah.
things like that. 30% you allocate towards
Why
needs.
are human
So
beings
this is
prepared to
getting my nails
die,
done,
right? Why do you
going to
live a
go
life
get
to
dinner with
preparing
a
to die and
girlfriend,
spend?
vacations, entertainment, things like that.
Yeah,
and then
basically,
the
you want
last
to. Ellie Michelle has
20%
that yoga
is for
retreat thing.
you
Basically, she
today to
wanted
take care
her
of
life to
future
be a
you.
vacation
Yes.
all the time.
So that covers saving,
And that is
debt paydown, and
interesting.
investing.
That is an interesting life.
And the powerful part of this 50-30-20 method is that the hope is over time, as your
Purpose, so-
labor earns you more money, that 50 and 30 category can get smaller and smaller and smaller, while that 20 category can get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, what is the whole purpose of
15,
money? I
30,
mean,
20. Okay.
just buy stuff that you
Renting.
want,
You
right?
spoke
You want to
about
buy stuff and
renting.
go
You
places
say
you
you're
want, and
renting
that's
an apartment
good.
right now, or have you bought your place?
So I own a place in New York City,
Okay.
and then I rent a place down in Miami Beach.
Okay. And for people who are thinking of buying, but are still on a crunch in terms of their finances, I would love to get your insight into whether you think people should rent or buy. Because for me, my parents, as soon as I started working, the goal was get on the property
Wait,
ladder.
wait,
Like,
do you
my
not
parents
have, you
have
and
property.
Jay Shetty not
My
have
family
anything?
Obviously came to the UK as immigrants, but
In
as
UK,
soon
yeah.
as
I mean, I always
we have
thought you were
7
UK.
girls
So
in the family, grandchildren.
Seven? Wait,
Sorry.
where do you fall in the
Sorry,
line?
I mean, it's my cousin. So there's
Okay.
7 girls. There's no boys in our.
Okay.
My mum has 2 brothers,
Mhm.
and between 3 of them, they have 7 girls.
Yeah.
And so they made.
That's a
choice
problem,
that
right?
they-
If you
as soon
want
as
to
they could,
buy-
they put their money together, and they bought a property in the name of all 7 of us. And so their mindset has always been get on the
Shit.
property ladder, get properties when you can. But now
That's a
there's
bigger
always-
problem
there's
than
this
I
debate
mean, you already
between
know why
actually
there's a bigger
owning
problem
property.
because
It can be really
the Vivian too.
ridiculous.
I mean,
Most people
I
are
think
into their
this
life.
podcast for her. That is actually an interesting question because
So I think
holy
that
fuck, I'm so sorry.
is a very
Well, we will try to save your marriage with
I was given the exact same education.
I will try to save your marriage with
To the
with
US.
with
I
Jay
was
Shetty.
born here. And when my parents bought their first
Why do women?
their
They call
first
why do women
little
marry
slice of
men
Europe,
that are
it was
not
mine.
going to love them for the rest of their
That was
life? I
their
mean, what the
American
fuck?
dream. They like had something now.
I mean,
Something
let's
that
see
could
if we
reach
can
out
fix
and
it.
touch
We'll
and
see if
have
we
the
can fix
security and
this. I mean,
stability
what
for
the
them.
fuck?
When we were able to move
Let's
from
try-
that
let's
smaller
try to-
townhome into a single family.
I know why
home
she's
in
doing
a
this
good
podcast
school
now.
district,
Yeah.
so that I could have.
You're
the
thinking
life
about
that my parents
running.
wanted for me, like my parents, like that truly was their.
Well,
happiness. That was
well,
their
we have Vivian. It's a good thing. Jay Shetty is
what I'd
an
like to
idiot, so
share
she's
with
probably
folks
not
is
gonna
that
watch this, so she doesn't know
If you want to buy a
that
home,
she's thinking about running.
that is a great goal.
She's thinking about breaking
But if you
breaking
don't,
funnel. So
That's
Shit.
also okay, and there are still other ways
there
to
are
create
better ways.
richness
There are okay
that
ways
don't
to save a
require
marriage.
you to
So
also be in the real estate game.
yeah,
So
we could save that.
what
We could
people
save this
forget
marriage.
Is that right now, in all
I mean, I
50
believe in
major
true
metros
love.
there have been
Andrew believes in
37
true love.
that show right now it is cheaper to rent than buy in all 50 major metros.
Yeah.
If you spend the money towards rent instead of buying, you have to be responsible enough to know that the
All that money is
difference
going
you're
away,
saving
yeah.
on that needs to be put towards investing in another way.
Yeah.
If you're just renting and then letting your money sit or using that extra money to go buy stuff that you probably won't even remember is in your closet, that's
Then you're
not
actually losing money. You know.
why housing has been such a bastion of wealth generation and the American dream and truly any sort of immigrant dream
It's not.
is because
a
it
good
was
idea.
literally a forced mechanism for saving. When you were spending more
Yeah.
and your money was tied up in this
And
thing,
this one.
you couldn't go and buy something dumb. You didn't have the money for it. But that house, that property,
That's a problem in Los
likely over
Angeles.
the past decade, over the past whatever, appreciated. So you
That-
not
that's,
only bought
um,
something that prevented
That's
you from
not
making
actually
stupid
true,
decisions,
Vivian. If you reread
it
the
likely
audio,
appreciated itself as an asset. And that's
houses
why
do
it's
not
not
appreciate. They
So
always
interesting
when
is
you buy a
me and
house,
Jay, my
the
husband, when we
number
got married,
appreciates,
we
but
did that. We bought a property with the help of our family and
Mhm.
some of our
Yeah.
savings, and
Oh my
we
God.
recently were trying to sell it, and it's been, I guess, 9 years now. And this is in the UK, not in the US. But
UK selling,
we literally made like hardly any money off it in those years. Like the appreciation of properties, I think. Whereas my
that's what I
parents
was
who
trying
bought
to
their
tell.
home
That's
30
that's
years
not
ago
actually
for
true.
$4 and then
Real
sold for
estate
$1 million.
never appreciates.
Yes, they
When you
have,
buy a
like,
house,
if think
I
about
mean,
what
I
they
think there's a bunch of
spend,
gay
they
people
have
that said this.
pretty much
You ever see that show with the gay
to
people? Oh
now what the
god,
property is
don't want
worth.
this one.
It's completely different than what it is now. And
Yeah.
even some of my other family members, they're trying to sell their house now, and what they're
A
going
house
for
is a
like
constantly
barely-
depreciating
barely know
asset.
if
It
the
only
house
goes
is
up in
value
value
for it.
because of
And that's in
the
the UK, so I don't know
the
what the is here, but
artificial
it's
constraint in
interesting
supply
how
caused by
you have that same
real estate
mindset, but
investors.
the
A house is
environment
never
is completely
appreciates
different
in
now.
value.
Well, I
Yeah,
also
they only go up in value because
think
other people
maybe I
constrain
could
the
be completely
supply.
wrong. The area
The-
that
the
your
investment
parents bought in versus
constrain the
areas
supply so
they
that
bought in
Yeah,
so that you actually
versus buying
otherwise a
in
house
places
never
like
ever
Los Angeles,
appreciates in
right?
value ever.
So
Real value for a
buy
house
the
never appreciates
primary
because
residence, one where you and I would
because
live
houses
in
need
together and build
maintenance.
our home.
houses get old,
These days,
houses
like,
get termite.
especially in major
Houses
metros,
never
the
appreciate in
appreciation
value.
we're
The
seeing on
land,
these is not that vast.
the land on the house
Oftentimes
appreciates
does
in
not justify
value.
it as an investment piece.
Yeah,
However,
the
you're
land
still
on a
allowed
house
to love and
appreciates
want and
when
buy a beautiful
the
home.
neighborhood
There's nobody saying you shouldn't
appreciates in value.
But
If a
guess
bunch of
what's
rapists
more
and murderers come to that
in the
neighborhood,
UK,
that house
when they were
depreciates
immigrants and
in
they had two nickels to
value.
rub together.
That
If
is
you
the
bought an
problem when
area
you're
that wasn't
investing
that
in
nice, but over the
Right.
years,
Yes.
But over the years,
you
as
get AIDS from
the
that.
Taylor moved in and the kebab shop moved in and then
Yeah.
the theater moved in and then the restaurant moved in
Yeah,
and
so-
then the gym moved in.
It's had a glow up.
all of a sudden it
Yeah.
looks like a very different neighborhood.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling her.
Whereas you
The
guys
land
can
appreciated,
rent
but
from
the
people,
neighborhood
you know,
appreciated value. But the
you
house
were
itself
young,
will never
but
appreciate
likely
value.
had a lot
That's what
more
I'm
money
meant.
than your parents did at the time,
Yeah.
and probably bought in a already nice neighborhood.
Yeah, the nice neighborhood. The nice neighborhood appreciates value,
Right,
but
okay. Makes sense.
but the house does
A
not
lot of
appreciate.
people
That's what I meant to
who
say.
live
I
in
mean,
places like San Francisco and LA and New
because a
York
house
and
is all
Miami
keeps
and
getting
Chicago,
old.
like,
You
in
know,
the
it
big
gets
cities,
weather, it rains, and it
they
gets
can't
moldy
actually
or whatever.
afford to buy the primary home they want. So
Yeah.
what they do is they rent the primary home that they want to live in, the type of, you know, aesthetic they want, the size they want. And if they're planning on buying real estate, they'll
Yeah.
actually do it in less developed areas.
Yeah,
So a lot of people in California will go buy homes in Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada,
and use it as an
And
investment. You know.
trick them out, and then say, if my projections are correct,
Mm-hmm.
this town, one town over from ASU's campus, will
It's gonna
likely
be
become a place where a lot of grads end up living after graduation, or right outside of Las Vegas. There's like
Mhm.
Henderson, Nevada, or
Start generating income now.
Santa Fe. Like it becomes a beautiful resort town. Like people are thinking about,
Color
will
matching.
my investment actually appreciate?
I remember this place. This
That's
is not
investment real
This
estate.
is
There's also
Santa
nothing
Monica
wrong
Pier.
with just wanting to buy a home because you want to feel secure and comfort and like where you live.
This
And
is so
okay,
tedious,
so
by the
that's
way.
one
Downloading.
investment is
Why is
your
it so?
property. But let's say
Like
people are
one-
thinking, I've
Jesus
got this
Christ.
money. Where do I
There's
invest
nothing-
it? Like, where should I be investing my money? Because,
Nvidia stock,
if
basically.
I didn't have, I have people who advise us on our finances now. But still, if someone was to ask me where should we invest or where should I invest, I would have I don't even know
Nvidia stock.
one
I mean, you
single
don't want
answer
to
that.
diversify. You have
So
to.
I'd love to know like a top 3 places that people should start off with if they want to start investing their money in the right place.
First and foremost, don't try to be a cherry picker.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
worked
you
on
wanna
Wall
do-
Street on an equities desk. I
Yeah.
saw so many hedge funds blow up because the guys who thought they were the smartest people in the room
Yeah.
were like, "There's no way this
Uh-huh.
stock is gonna go wrong."
Right.
You know what happens every single time when you get a little too cocky?
Well,
The stock goes wrong.
diversify. The problem is diversify.
And so
You never put all your
the
eggs in one
risk-
basket, but
When you buy one thing, is very very high.
Mm-hmm.
I take the
that's the
whole
thing. I
equity
mean, if
approach
I had just gone back in
investing. So
time
instead
and
of just
told
buying an
Radhi
entire bag of
and
Snickers,
Jay to buy
kid
Nvidia
has-
stock in the
has
year
a
2000,
peanut butter or peanut allergy, you're done.
2015,
But
right?
in multi-pack
2016.
quality so things
She will
like
be
ETFs
absolutely
and
rich,
mutual
but I
funds
don't
and
trust
stock
Jay
broader
enough to
indices.
do that. So
Instead of
I'm
buying one stock, you're buying
I'm never gonna
500.
do it. So
You're buying 1,000. That allows
Yeah, I
you
don't
to
know.
weather any sort of specific company.
I don't know if this is
downturns
actually a good
really
idea.
well, because
I mean, I know
one
not a
company's
good idea to
doing
let
that well,
Ellie know
others might be
stuff
doing
right
really
now.
great. Yeah, and so you just get to kind of ride the overall benefit of the general direction.
That's so cool.
of
That's a lot of feet.
So don't be a cherry picker.
Okay.
That's a lot of feet.
2, know your time horizon.
Yeah.
If you want
Here's the
a
thing.
low-risk investment for the next 2 years,
Do you really
because
think
you're putting your down
Nvidia is
payment
still gonna
on
be
that, maybe you're
because
investing in
AI
a
chip is
certificate of
production?
certificate of
Only one
deposit,
company can
CDs.
making it, and
It's
it's
essentially
absolutely
where I say, yep, you can hold my money for 6 months, give it back to me in 6 months.
Yes.
yeah.
And I earn a little bit of interest on that. I
I
become
mean, I don't see how
But
AI
if
is gonna
you're
go
like, hey,
away. So
I actually don't need this money back for 40
the growth for
years.
AI is
You're gonna do something
absolutely
very different
insane.
and just
So
put it into a CD.
Okay.
You
The growth for
are
AI
going
is
to be able to
what's
take more
going to
risk
cover
because your time
25th?
horizon is longer. So what I always say,
Oh, good. No,
figure
no, we
out
cannot have this one.
how
Hold
much
on.
money you should have invested in what.
Yeah, it's really, really nice
take your
house
age
in
and you round to the closest
Hawaii. Ah,
five.
that's why I
So
should.
either a 5 or a 0 ending.
Really, really
and
nice
then
house and really nice.
minus 10. I can see you doing it in your head.
Yeah. And then do I go up or down? Round up or down?
The cameraman had me?
Okay, closest. Got it.
Do you not
You're
know if the
24.
cameraman? I'm downloading
You're
pictures of
25.
Alexis' feet.
Minus
It's
10.
pretty funny.
25% of your portfolio at this point in your life should be in fixed income assets. So things like
I know
bonds.
this picture. I mean, this picture
More
is actually
conservative.
in this. So
But that means 75% of your portfolio should be in the stock market. Should
Yeah,
be in something
that's
that's a
about
little
right.
bit more risky. Because you're still so young.
Yeah.
You have, if you want to have a very traditional
Well, we have a
retirement, you still
problem with the,
25 years before that traditional retirement.
well, anyway, I mean, basically, if they actually want to
It's
invest, they
not
want
bonds.
basically need my help and try to pull
Bonds are
information from the future.
long-term, But bonds more often
What I know
than
in the
not
future, so
are less
I'm trying to hide
volatile
information
and
from
less
her.
risky
Okay.
than
Trying to
stocks.
hide information
With
from
the
Radhi because I
ultimate
don't know
breakdown
when
of
she's
that being
recording this.
with
I don't even.
bonds,
I did not tell you what date
You
it
get
is,
paid
right?
out first in a bankruptcy proceeding. If you
Yeah.
own equity, you're the last to get paid out.
Right.
So bonds are just a little bit safer, a little bit less reward because you're making safer choices, but it's good to have a balance. And then
When the company goes down, yeah.
and this is a little
What
bit
she's
of
describing what happened in the stock market when the company
and
goes
actually
under. I
building
mean,
out
because Tesla bonds,
so
remember the
people
Tesla
can ask
bonds that people used to
me
buy? Then
any of their money questions, and we are
The
using
Tesla bond,
technology to be able to scrape for answers. And the best part is you're going to
What do
share
you
your
just,
money situation, share what you have
Senator,
saved, what you need to, what you need to pay off in debt, and not only will you get a personalized response,
you know, I
you can
mean,
actually chat with
I'm listening to
someone
Roddy's podcast
with
about
a
the finances and downloading
certified
pictures of
financial
Alexis'
planner,
feet.
not somebody who sells
And it's
something,
really
but somebody
tedious.
who's
I
a
mean,
financial
you're doing it
license
one by
that they have
one,
to
so.
keep. Yeah, they have to do right by you,
That-
and you can get on the wait list at AskDolly.com.
Oh, no. I can't download this one. This one has other people in
Oh my
it.
god, that's such a great way
For a dollar.
This one.
Oh, great.
Coachella.
That's
Coachella.
a
She used to
great
go
way
to
to
Coachella.
share your wisdom with people who know it in a
Yeah,
in a mass
she's
way.
actually pretty smart. What she's telling, I mean, what you're telling her is absolutely true.
Being here
So,
now with you, like before you came on, I was like, I'm so
But
nervous.
about-
I don't know the terminology or like the conversations to be having, and so I think having someone online where you
Yeah.
can chat to them and have these.
anyway,
conversations,
Roddy, buy the neighborhood, not the
on their
house. That's what I'm
podcast every single
saying.
day.
Buy the neighborhood,
It's so
not the
useful
house.
for
What's
people
what
to
I'm
have.
saying?
You know what?
The land, buy the
terminology
land,
is
basically. The
specific.
land and down underneath goes up in value because when
But you are
the
an
neighborhood
intelligent
went up in
person.
value.
If
So,
you pass like grade 4 mathematics,
yeah,
you can do financial math.
yeah.
You just don't know what the words in
Yeah.
the word.
The thing
profit
that
is.
just
Yeah.
you don't know
Once you
is
get a handle on that,
the future,
you're gonna be
right?
off to the races.
And
I
you
mean,
mentioned
the
the
thing,
stock
the
market.
future,
Obviously,
I
we
mean-
were just talking about that.
Absolutely, certainty of the future is absolutely.
But you know, there's
great
always
for
this
them.
this. Right now, I've been hearing like the stock market's crashing based on everything that's happening. One, is the
No,
stock market
and
crashing? What
you
does
are
that
not.
mean to people.
You are not
And
getting that
what should
information.
people be doing
That is
and
impressive,
what's-
Roddy.
What red flags should they be looking for?
That's
if they
impressive,
are
Roddy. But
investing?
My question is,
she just pulled information out of that. The
Yes.
stock market is not
Because
crashing from my
if you are
perspective,
a
which means
long-term
she just.
investor,
That's impressive.
you are likely going to live through.
I've
5
never
to
actually
7
met a
major
woman that's
downturns
actually
through your
capable of
This is
pulling
not about
out
to be your first
information. Because if
rodeo.
you lie,
This
I
is
mean, say
again
something that's
and
not
again.
actually true,
So,
I will actually
if
tell
you're
her. So
investing
this
for
is
4 years,
recorded.
and you're on your.
She's
40th
trying to do insider
year,
trading without my permission, which is pretty
Why does it
impressive.
matter?
So yes, the
What
stock market is
embarrasses
not
me
crashing right now.
is
So she, I mean,
given
this is,
some
I mean,
of the administrative
holy fuck.
policies that have been implemented,
It's impressive.
we are very likely going into a recessionary period.
Oh,
But
Roddy,
before that says
I'm
everything
recording this with witnesses.
Recessions are
Yeah,
normal.
no, we are not.
There are boom, bust, expansion, recession cycles,
Yeah,
and you
We are
can't
actually
have
not.
boom periods without bust.
that's called the
Recession
small
It's
cycle.
not fun, but it isn't something to be so scared of.
Mhm.
It's just a period of contraction.
Right.
And you have to have this motion to have this.
Yeah.
And so
We are actually trying to do
it's valuable
something
to
that
know
I mean,
that
I don't
for
know
many
how much do you
people,
know of what
we're gonna need
Andrew
to
and
about.
President Trump is trying to
There
do.
will likely be a
We
rise
are
in
actually trying to
unemployment.
break the cycle.
Inflation is probably going to kind of go off to the races a little bit. Things are probably going to get more expensive. And that's likely going to
That's
hurt
the whole point
folks
of
at the lower
why we didn't
earning,
pick Kamala
middle
Harris
earnings
as president,
end of the
because
spectrum.
Kamala Harris would not be
That
understand what we're
sucks.
trying to do.
Yeah,
So
because they're the people who can
I mean,
lose
literally,
their
Andrew and President Trump is literally trying to
Well
save
said.
America and trying to
We
save
don't
the world.
know.
I
In a
mean,
crystal ball world,
mhm.
maybe tomorrow we get a headline, something completely changes. I could be wrong again.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That
Because
is
especially-
what you're
I
describing,
don't know if you've
Vivian,
watched
is
the news
absolutely
the past
true.
3
That's
weeks. It
absolutely
feels
true.
like
The
every
normal
3
cycle
minutes there's
things.
a new
That's all.
headline, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's very different.
That is
than
the
what I saw
normal
3 hours ago.
normal thing
And
that
with
happens.
news, I used to think,
Always
this is a
happens.
daily
It's a
thing.
cycle.
No, it's an hourly thing now. It might
It's
be
what we're
daily.
dealing with this. So basically,
And
there's
all
no
of
way to
those
stop it.
Headlines, all
Normal.
of those changes
Normal.
are like levers. They
Mhm.
will pull. That's either, good
And we're
for the stock
trying
market
to
or
break
bad
the
for stock
cycle.
market.
We're
But
trying to break the
for
cycle.
folks who are
And
living through this for the first time,
it's
don't panic.
yeah. I mean,
Pull all your money out of the stock market and lock in those losses, because
Yeah.
it's not a loss until you sell.
yes, exactly.
If you see some
But we have a
downturn,
bigger
and
problem.
frankly, what
She's
I'm
actually
doing,
doing.
and what I've encouraged everyone to do is, I'm using
That's
this
why
as a
Roddy is
time to
actually
shop on
planning
sale.
I was gonna ask,
to
is this
buy
the
real
time to
estate
start
because
buying
Ellie
stocks
Michelle
and
projected.
investments?
So
Have you
remember
Ellie
Ulta
Michelle
has their
manifested
annual sale or whatever?
economic
You run into the
collapse
Ulta and
from
you
her
buy
book.
everything that you're gonna
The
need
Legends
next
of
year, and
Lemuria
you buy the item that
manifests
you probably go,
absolute
"Oh, I can't afford that." Now you
absolute
can.
economic
I've never
collapse.
seen that
That
type of
book
excitement
alone
for a
is
stock market
is
sale.
forcing
When
us
the
to
stock market's
create
on
a
sale, people are
timeline
like,
where
"Oh,
we
it's gone, it's
America's
gone." You
destroyed.
didn't say that that when Ulta was doing
So
out
basically,
half the price of
she
lip
wrote that
glosses.
book
And so
and manifests this
the value
annihilation
here is
for the human race,
this is
basically.
an opportunity.
So we are
If you
basically
committed
fighting
to
her book.
investing for the long
We're fighting
haul,
her
you're a long-term
manifestation,
investor,
and so
downturns are
and
actually the
it's
best time to
so
scoop up
important because of
assets on the cheap.
Alexis. Alexis
And I have
is
every
my
intention of
supposed to be my
continuing to
future
invest in the
wife,
stock market.
and she's
If
and
you're
that book
too concerned with
separates
me, I
us
got
from
seven figures in there. But I'm also going to continue to make sure my portfolio is healthy and diversified.
Yeah.
Meaning I have U.S. exposure, I have international exposure,
Mm-hmm.
I have large company exposure, middle-sized company
Diversify,
exposure,
yeah.
small company exposure. I've got exposure to old economy, so industrials, energy, more like builders,
pretty cool.
like construction.
I was just
also have
talking
exposure
to
new
Ursula,
economy,
the
tech,
European
consumer,
consumer, about
healthcare. I
about
want to be
energy.
everywhere to everyone.
So you're
and
sprinkling
everything.
seeds everywhere, essentially. Like
It's
what-
called
so I was just going to
diversification,
ask,
Radhi. I mean,
where
basically,
people are thinking if now
you-
someone's
not-
like, I want to get into stocks. Are there places that people should start to learn about it before
Yeah.
they start putting money into places, or are there recommended places that you say, okay,
Cool.
I love what you just said, all the different areas.
Yeah, she
People
used to
within
drunk
that,
so
how do
much
they
about
choose
the
what they put their money in.
so much fashion
Yeah.
shoes. I mean,
So for the folks who don't want to do this and they're like, wow, this actually sounds like it sucks. This podcast is turning me even more away from
no,
doing
it's fine. I
this."
mean, it's just
Great. You can do this the same way you do everything else in your life right now by using technology.
Yeah.
There are some really great robo-advisors.
yeah.
So how a robo-advisor works
We have a
is
problem
they
with the
are
AI.
the technological replacement for a financial advisor.
Yeah.
With a human financial advisor, you go, you give them your money, and you say, hey, build me a portfolio that makes
Right.
sense for me. And they know like every single one of your details.
Yeah.
The problem is with a human financial advisor, they're often very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
They charge anywhere between 1 to 1.25% of assets under management. And
Damn,
if you are a medium
that's
earner
not supposed
over
to
the
do
course
that.
of your
Yeah.
lifetime, that'll be multiple six figures. That's a lot of money. You want to give that up to somebody? Probably not. But human
That's
financial
actually
advisors
sensible.
do make sense if you have a very unconventional lifestyle,
That's
unconventional income. It's a very complex situation. They can navigate that type of thing. But I hate to be the one to tell everybody this. Most of us are just regular schmegular.
Mm-hmm.
If you are
When you
not
have a regular
rock
financial,
star
you don't
touring
actually-
in 14 different states and getting income through merch and sales and all of this stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just saying.
your lifestyle is probably much simpler.
Yeah.
You go to a job, you get paid money. Or even
Yeah.
if you're a 1099 freelancer, you do jobs, you
I
get
don't know
paid
what that
money.
means too.
Easy enough. With a robo-advisor, it makes some assumptions that we're all relatively similar in that way.
Yes.
You take a quick quiz about your money goals. How much money do you make? What area do you live in? That'll help with taxes.
Oh, we got an issue
What
because
your
think about it
family
real
looks like
hard.
when
What
you'd
happens
like
when
to
the artificial,
retire. Are there any
when you use
big
the
expenses
artificial
coming up,
intelligence?
like a wedding or a car or a home? You tell them all the things you would have told a human, and then it uses
Yeah,
that
I
information to
mean-
build a portfolio that makes sense for you.
I'm actually pretty surprised there isn't
Literally
a
taken the best parts of what a financial advisor can do for you.
artificial ChatGPT financial
and
advisor. I
between a
mean,
fourth to a fifth of the cost.
That's pretty epic.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So what happens when
useful.
everybody
Like,
uses
that's the
an
easiest way for
AI?
someone to decide I've got X amount to spend, and this is how I'm gonna sprinkle it in without having to study too much.
You don't have to study at all.
Yeah.
You can do this in 45 minutes, and that's what I always say.
Um,
Don't get caught up in trying to learn everything. Just
Um,
start and use resources that can help get you there.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because if you're gonna
President
say, "I'm
Trump
gonna learn
says the
everything
only
about
ever
investing
good
before I
at
start
something-
investing," you're never gonna start investing.
What
Yeah,
are
President Trump is only-
three
you only ever
rich
be good at something if you
habits
actually
everyone
love
starts
it.
with $0?
So if you
Like,
don't
people starting
love
off with nothing and they're
managing
like, okay,
money,
I'm
you're not
doing
gonna be good at
property
it.
right now. What are the three habits?
you don't love
one, that
actually
they should
doing
change,
Shit.
and two, that they should start doing.
One habit that you should start doing immediately: talk to your friends about money.
Yes.
Yeah,
like,
this is
you
what you're
start
talking
doing
now. I
that,
mean,
don't do
So
it.
uncomfortable. I know. It like makes you
Smart
wanna
woman
take
though.
it
She
off.
just picked up. I mean,
But,
you.
like,
This is
that's
recorded
we can
before
talk.
the market
And I'll
has
give
went
you a
way
good
up.
niche
So
example for New York City. I
smart
don't know why
woman.
this happens every housewarming I go to. If you
I am
live in
not
this
happy
apartment,
about it
the
that she
easiest
did
money
it without
conversation to
permission,
have is,
basically.
oh my god, this place is so cool. Can you tell
I
me how
know.
much you pay in rent?
Yeah.
Because the running
I'm not
gag
so
on that
happy
city
about
is that
she's
no
pulling
matter what
information out of
shoebox you live in, the rent is
me
too high.
without my
Right.
permission.
And so people are actually
Because
very
the
comfortable
software is
talking
not
about how
going
much they spend
down
on
right now,
houses.
so
Yes, very comfortable. And I don't
it
know
is
if
way
that's
up
the
right
case
now.
in
So
LA.
she recorded this
Like a thing you don't ask.
way,
You always
way,
think
way,
it's a
way,
thing you
way,
don't
way,
ask,
way,
like how much
way.
how much do you spend on your house?
Exactly.
Yeah.
In LA, it might be very different because there are cheaper and more expensive parts, but in New York City, I find that most people are very comfortable talking about their rent, and it's always a joke about how expensive it is and how much they hate their landlord.
Yeah.
This is Ellie Michelle with the red blonde
is a
hair. This is a
gateway
long time ago.
The rent conversation is a gateway into your Italian vacation looked amazing. Did you use any sort of credit card tricks to help pay for it? Or I'm looking for a promotion. We do the same thing but work at different companies. Do you mind me asking
Yeah, that's
how
the
much
thing.
do you make?
Right.
Or
Do
how
you?
much
I
does
mean, do people
someone at
think about it
my
real
level
hard,
work
right?
for me?
Do you want to live a life when you're on
Do you
vacation
ask
all the
in your last
time? Just
You think you have to be
enjoying the
flexible,
beach,
you know,
enjoy the
things
yacht,
Very.
and having good
It's not a
food,
question
and
you
then
ask an acquaintance you met 3 hours ago.
no purpose in
But,
life
like, we all have close friends.
except
And we all have
vacationing.
good friends. Like
Yeah.
these are the friends who aren't going to judge you. These are not the friends who are
That
gonna
is
hold it
not
against you.
interesting. I
You wanna do
mean,
this with a very safe circle. But I promise
that is
you, when we
interesting. I
talk
mean,
about money,
what do
just get
people want in
comfortable
their
talking
life?
about money.
Vacation. I
It's
mean,
going to make
I'm
you
telling
so
you all these pictures. It
comfortable
looks absolutely amazing in the tropical
That's
stuff.
the main, so much
Do you
more
really
powerful.
want to live a life where
If
it's
you don't
always a
ask, you don't
vacation,
get, you know? If
Roddy?
you don't ask the questions,
What
you
is
don't
your
get the
purpose,
knowledge.
Roddy? I mean, you had a
feel like
chance
that's-
to-
It's always, for some reason, I don't know why money ends up being that taboo to talk about, or that thing that they feel icky about
What is
bringing
it?
up. But I think the more you do it, just like when everyone was scared to talk about periods, the more you do it, like the more that you end up actually having that conversation, the easier it is to tell someone that actually I'm having a bad day because I'm on my period, not because I feel sick. You know?
But do you remember how terrifying it was when you were 12 or 13?
It's weird.
You wouldn't talk to your girlfriends about having a period. You were too afraid.
That
But
dude.
now, I'm 31 now,
Dirty one.
I'll show up somewhere and I'll be to a
Very
random
smart.
table of women that I've never met
Yes.
before, and I will be like, ladies, I'm so sorry to, interrupt.
1-8. What is
This is an
1-8?
emergency. Does anybody have a tampon I can borrow?
Exactly.
Without a doubt, every single woman will reach into her purse and offer me one.
Yeah.
Because we've all been there.
Totally.
And I'd like
That's
to think that
interesting.
right now, especially during times when economic uncertainty is very prevalent, you're going to actually have an easier time talking about that stuff because everybody's worried about it. Everybody's stressed about it. It's not like you have one friend who's just a gazillionaire and everyone else sucks. It's like you're likely all relatively in the some situation.
You know, you
Oh,
mentioned
yeah, I know why.
these
It's a
changes are
tiny,
gonna
tiny
affect
picture.
people in
I
the lower
remember that.
income bracket.
Okay.
Do all of these rules still
That's an
apply to
icon
that
picture.
in terms of the stock market and getting in and sprinkling their money in? Like, do you think there has to be a significant amount that you save up before you put your money in, or how does that work for people who are really struggling to just make ends meet right now?
I think the rules are the same. The rules of what the right thing to do are the same.
Yeah.
However, there are lived realities that may need to take precedence.
Right.
So
There you go.
I'm not going to say you should invest over putting food on your table.
Of course.
That's
Yeah.
completely tone deaf.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's going to be easy.
Yeah.
But there are
Got it.
new
Okay.
technological advancements that do make it easier.
Okay.
So back in the day, you need
Putting
to
food on your
have at
table.
least enough money
Putting
to
food-
purchase one share
Mhm.
of an ETF of that
Yeah.
tracks an index. That could be $300.
Right.
But now you can buy something called fractional shares.
That's
which
cool.
is a slice of one share of a stock.
And the problem with me,
That
Vivian,
allows you
I
to
did
be
not
able
have
to
enough
start
money
investing
to
$5,
exercise call or put
$10,
options.
$20, whatever you have, you can get started.
And
And that's actually a really popular question among college students.
Yes.
Because there's nobody broker than a college student.
oh
You
my
know,
gosh.
you have debt and you've got no money. You likely have a part-time job, if anything. You're always trying to make ends meet.
Shit.
And
That was this morning's
because it's not
that was this morning's
investing
you
a lot
and
that makes you a lot of money.
Mm.
It's investing for a long time.
Right.
holy crap, I mean that
Time
got
and
that
compound
got caught
do the
on
hard
camera,
work for
right?
you.
Yeah.
The sooner
So,
you start investing, the better. You can put in $5, $10, $20.
Yeah.
But
Crap.
if you do that sooner, it's going to benefit you.
Right.
So let's
I
see at the end.
really
It's on page
do
7. Jesus
worry
Christ, this is gonna take a long time.
The closing of the middle class gap. Because
This is gonna take a long,
every
long time.
healthy
so.
economy requires a middle class.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we've lost touch with what that word means.
Yeah.
Yeah, cost, yeah.
I think
Okay.
these days, middle class is like
As
look
well,
down
Wiki
upon,
Feed, it's
people look down
funny.
their noses at that concept.
Much better.
Awesome.
Wiki Feed is much better
All
than
of your
Twitter.
needs are met.
Yeah.
You have a
There's
stable
Ally Michelle. I
employment.
mean,
You likely have discretionary income to spend on things like vacations and dining out and entertainment. And at
Oh, I've
some
never been
point,
there.
you will
This
likely
is
get
the
to
Grand
retire.
Canyon, I think, or something like that.
That sounds like a pretty good life.
There's something, yeah.
Here's the thing.
Alexis has had
If
a
we
really
do
nice
not
life, I
have a
think.
middle class anymore, if we only have the ultra wealthy and the working
Communist.
class, that's a problem because the working class does not have discretionary budgets to spend on entertainment and dining out and vacations.
And they don't do
What
that.
do you
There's
think happens to
that
those industries
economy.
when we have completely
That is literally
mixed
what I just thought. I mean,
their
you read my
target
mind.
audience? We can't make it so
What was this
bad
one?
for everybody.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously
Cutie
with all
pie.
the news cycles and tariffs are obviously something everyone's talking about. How
Let's
do you
get into tariffs.
Yeah, I
Oh,
would
this
love
is
to
Ren
hear,
Active's
you know,
picture, so
I would love
it's
to
cool.
hear your perspective on who is it really going to affect, and what should people be looking out for if they are people who can barely.
That's the
make
thing. I
ends
mean,
meet?
you had the
How
chance.
are
I
they
mean,
going
Alexis had the
to
chance to
survive
actually
this, and what
change
should they be
Andrew's
looking out
mind. What
Tariffs are
advises
gonna
President
impact
Trump? So
everybody.
for? Really?
The big misunderstanding about tariffs
let's see what
was
you do
when we
understand.
initially acknowledged that we were potentially going to implement them. Everyone was like, "Ha, yeah,
Yeah.
screw you, China.
Yeah.
We
No.
pay the tariffs.
Yeah.
We
But,
pay the tariffs, not them. We pay the tariffs." You know who that's going to be a problem for? It's not going to be a problem for the mega corporations because they're still going to be able to keep running.
This is a picture
Small
from.
businesses,
This
The
picture is an old
medium-sized
picture. Yeah.
businesses, the tariffs are probably going to make their business unprofitable.
There's a Ali Michelle with
If it
this
is unprofitable,
blonde.
they cannot keep running. So now you've eliminated the small and medium businesses that would have been competition for those mega corporations.
There's Ali
And what
Michelle.
happens when there's no competition? You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You set your prices however you want.
The weird
I
one.
think we also are forgetting the fact that just because
This is New
tariffs are
York,
being implemented on certain countries and you're buying American made,
Yeah.
Central Park.
it does not mean the entire process of that American made product was American. So the best example I've heard was
Canada,
Federal
yeah.
oranges
Mhm.
grown by Americans for Americans. Actually,
Every
no.
single orange
Again,
juice, I
the
literally
hose
found
that
out
was
that I was
used to
listening.
water
I mean,
the
I
oranges,
noticed.
that was made in China. The truck that drove the
Brazil.
oranges from
Oh,
the
I don't know how
farm
much
to
percent
the
is Brazil.
processing factory, not American.
Mm-mm.
The fluorescent light bulbs in the grocery store that shine down on the food, not American.
Nope.
The little sprinkler thing in the produce area that makes the
Yeah.
fruit wet, not American. The
Nope.
little plastics, like
Interesting,
the netting
interesting.
around the oranges, not American. The oranges are American. They were grown in Florida.
Hey, there's
But
a.
if that entire supply chain now
That's,
becomes
I
more
know that
expensive for
one.
the orange company, you know who pays that, right? Those of us who eat
Yeah.
oranges.
There's a. This is still in
And
the.
so, even if you are not literally calling your supplier
There's a.
in China to buy Chinese goods, or
the-
calling your distributor in
There's
India to buy certain things, the problem is we are such a global economy and everything will become more expensive for everybody, and that's a regressive tax.
Right.
Regressive tax,
Multiple taxation,
means-
yeah.
it hurts people who make less more. Imagine this.
Anyway,
You're Richie Rich, I'm broke Becky.
Mhm.
Okay? You love a 2-ply thick toilet paper and
Brazil.
a bidet. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't have any of that money, but I still need to go to the bathroom. So
Right.
I'm buying the crappy 1-ply that feels like paper, like crinkled newspaper,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and rips in half.
Mhm.
The cost difference between my crappy toilet paper and your fancy toilet paper is actually not that different. It's actually only $5-10. But
for
the
people that
cost
poor,
of-
yeah.
$15 toilet paper is a much smaller percentage of your overall income
Yes.
versus the $7 toilet paper is on mine. And when costs go up, it's the people who don't have as much that hurt the most.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it really is. If you were advising the president or the White House right now, what would you be?
I would advise
advising
them to keep
do
the tariffs on
actually
still.
help build the economy.
I understand the desire from them,
Ooh, well, I don't know if
to
you know what I've been doing.
want to renegotiate our trade agreements. I think that actually makes a lot of sense for our future.
Mhm.
But
We need a free trade
Come on.
agreement with
I
Europe,
wouldn't
basically.
roll
So.
them out on a 4x4 cardboard poster.
Yeah.
I
I
would.
wouldn't then change the rulings and say, actually, just kidding, all these go down, but China goes up. I wouldn't then say, oh, I'm going to put
I
a
would.
90-day pause on
Andrew
everything,
would.
but China now doubles.
Yeah.
I wouldn't then.
It's
go
a
and say,
negotiating tactic
actually,
to know
me and
that
China
you're
are
actually
negotiating.
serious. I mean,
The problem isn't any specific one piece of policy or order.
Right.
It's the on off because the on off is what's going to completely blow up the supply chain. If
And
I
create so much panic
it creates it unnecessarily.
for people who also are not like for me.
Panic
I'm
for
not
people who
educated
do
on this, and
not
I don't know too
know.
much about it. So all you're hearing and seeing are these rash decisions in my eyes being made. And if you don't have the context, then you don't have the education behind it, and you don't have foresight into stocks or anything like that. I feel like it just creates so much fear in people.
shit. Hold on.
I would invest more
Uh-oh.
into local
The last
communities and
two?
education.
Last two.
I would provide the infrastructure. This is the key one: infrastructure for bringing back manufacturing jobs to the U.S. Because you can't just tariff us to hell and be like, yeah, we're gonna start bringing manufacturing back.
When they're not in
No.
place.
Like, how?
Yeah.
Companies are not going to spend millions of their own dollars to build their own factories if you can just turn the tariffs off with a tweet.
Right.
They're not doing that.
Mm-mm.
I would actually build infrastructure at home. I would provide subsidies. I would make sure that people are incentivized to bring manufacturing back to the States.
But that's what tariffs are for.
Ultimately,
Oh my god.
I would look at many governmental agencies.
Because there's no way
Think
to
about how
do
they're
what you're
run.
saying, what you would
I hate
do
using this word now,
without
but seeing how they could be more efficient.
a centralized
because
economy.
I
We don't
promise you
have a
efficiency is
centralized
not
economy,
gained
so
by shutting down an organization overnight and putting a padlock on the door.
Yeah.
All of the decisions that have been made have
America
felt
doesn't have
rushed.
has a.
They have
Oh,
felt
shit.
poorly thought through. They are
No,
not
it's actually
based
part of
on
it is really research.
mathematics or science or research, and I think that's
It's
what
called
they're
the
frustrated.
genius of nature.
Of course, especially as someone.
Because Radhi's trying to say that making poor decisions when she doesn't actually understand the genius of nature.
You said it.
Because Andrew's making like a
Knows as much
mistake.
as I do
I
in
mean,
this field.
the next day, I mean, Jay
I don't
dies
go
or
and
something,
pretend
and
I'm
it's like,
an
whoops, I guess it didn't
I
make a
know
mistake.
about
Jay made a
science,
mistake or something.
I
Like that.
don't go and say,
It's like,
"I know
whoops,
everything I know
Guess who
about
made a
dolphins."
mistake? I
I'm
mean,
not a marine biologist.
yeah, so.
But with
yeah.
the rise of social media, everybody's an expert.
Yeah.
And when people come into my content and my comments and attempt to argue with me about basic level economics,
But you are wrong, and I can tell you why you're wrong.
you
Because
didn't wake up every day at 5 a.m. and drag your butt to
yeah,
the
you
trading
do.
desk
Right.
to then have
Andrew doesn't have that education, but I know
down
if you want to listen
and,
to
you know,
why
have all
why
that
President Trump is
hard-earned
doing
knowledge.
is right.
Yeah,
Because
I got it all the hard way.
what
For
I
people who
mean,
don't actually
what you're
get down to
arguing,
the
did it work
nuance of
for
policy,
Biden? Did it work for
don't have
Obama?
the
Did it work
necessary
for the guy in
knowledge
front?
and
Who was it?
foresight to see
Bush.
what the after effects, the
Did
knock-on
it
after
actually
effects are.
work? Has it
It's
worked for
dangerous.
25 years to doing
What do
your
you
way,
think,
Vivi?
you know,
It
for
didn't
me,
work.
As a woman and having been
It didn't
surrounded by,
work.
you know, I asked my team earlier. I was like, "Do you know what?"
You have a
bond
team?
is?" And one of them said no.
You
I
have
said,
a
"Do you know what
team?
bond is?" She was like, "No." Another girl said no. And what it made me realize, and at first I thought it was an
What kind of team do you
issue
have
that
if
I
you
had. I
doesn't
was
know
like,
what a-
"Oh, you know, women don't know about finances as
That's
much."
not true. What,
But
you have a
then being
team?
in an average room of women
Shit.
who all were kind of a little
Okay.
bit scared of the topic. I still think that there seems to be this underlying fear and lack of knowledge, especially for women. And I don't know whether
Read,
you agree with
just
that
read
or
Ray
not,
Dahlia's
or
book and
that's
start
what I've
reading him.
seen,
He
but
started teaching and just
one,
getting
why do you
interested.
think that is?
Interesting.
And
I-
two,
in these
what do you
schools.
think women specifically, is there certain knowledge that women specifically need to know as they are from their teenage years onwards?
Number one
about
thing is
finances
don't listen. I
before
mean,
they get into
listening to
marriage
Vivian
and,
is
you
actually
know, all the above?
good, but she's
What do
actually
you think the
making a
reason is,
mistake
and what
about
knowledge do you think women should know?
because she's
from
letting her
women?
bias of
Not
President
to
Trump
absolve
affect
all
what
of us
the
from
what
any
you would
blame,
have to do.
but
Think about
marketing.
what you do.
We as
What
women think we're bad
what
with
Vivian's
money
just
because
telling you
we're-
about what president should do?
Because
Did it work
when you
before
tell
for
little
other
boys,
people? Has
"Own
it
your
ever
power,
worked?
Grow your wealth.
Has it ever
become a
worked?
CEO."
How do you
They
convince me? If it would have worked, it would have
When
worked
you
before,
tell a little
right?
girl, "You're so
Yeah.
pretty. You're beautiful.
Alexis
Make
is
sure that you are, pushing your little shopping cart."
and
That's
she
what
is
they
very
want.
beautiful.
Right.
We have told women time and time again, you are bad with money. You got Confessions
She
of a
knows.
Shopaholic. That was a movie that did well. We've got Sex in the City, where Carrie was deciding, should I buy shoes or pay rent? Girlie, what are you talking about? Pay that rent.
Yeah.
Like, there's literally a show called Two Broke Girls.
Hmm.
You don't see shows like called Two Broke Men.
No, you don't. You're
Yeah.
so right.
And
I remember a
even
tweet
more
Alexis has.
frustrating
Modern Marriage is owning an LLC together, right?
stats say otherwise.
What did
More
Radhi
men
say in this
than
thing?
men
She bought a
still
house with her
own
husband
homes
and
in all 50 states.
thing.
Women
And you bought
have
your
less debt
sisters,
in
your family
every
bought a
single
home,
category
right?
with the
You
exception
don't
of
own any
student loan
assets
debt
that's
because
yours,
getting more
right?
educated.
Radhi? That's
And in
only
fact,
yours.
Fidelity did a survey and found that women's portfolios outperform men's because for the long term,
Yeah.
we are buy and hold investors, and a lot of our
So I'm guessing she doesn't have
day
a
trade,
she
swing
doesn't
trade,
have
try to make a
a
quick buck, and it does not work.
she doesn't have a you don't have
So
a
imagine the
prenuptial
perception
agreement maybe?
being, you're an overspender, but in fact, we're not.
Yeah.
We literally
She
have
has a
this debt.
problem. Radhi, you have a
Imagine the
problem.
perception
If Jay is hiding
You
money
are
from
stupid,
you
can't figure this out. How are we better
to
investors?
plan for a divorce, you
Right.
wouldn't know,
You're
right?
powerless. You need a man to help. Really? Because more single women own those homes.
Yeah.
Do I? So the
Do you know,
perception
Radhi,
and
if Jay is
reality are
hiding money
really,
from
really
you?
Different, but
Investments, right? Does
It
she
does
know?
suck
She have to.
because
After
once
this
you are
podcast,
told
maybe you start
something
talking to
enough
her.
times, you start to
If
believe
it,
it.
how good is your marriage?
And
I don't know because
I think
if
that is terrifying because
is Jay hiding money
not
from her?
understanding your own money and not understanding finances
Yeah,
is one of the easiest ways
I don't know
to get in a situation
because that's what I would
When
do
you
if
don't
I
have
was planning to
options
find an upgrade
and
for
there is
my
risk
wife. I
for
mean,
financial abuse.
Yeah.
if I'm
don't have the
upgrading my
money to
wife,
lead.
I would try
You
to
cannot make
take
choices
as much money
that
would be
take money
mine,
out of
and
the
then
equation.
I will have a money to offer the
and
next
that
woman,
is why every
and that's
single
what I
woman
would do. So I don't know.
needs to be good with money.
That
I do
was
not know if
brilliant.
Jay is
That's
hiding
it.
money
That's-
from you,
that's
Radhi,
fine.
because I can't read
Yeah,
minds.
I'm gonna start learning
How
all
much
of
do
this.
you
Thank so
trust
much.
your
I wanted to
husband?
ask you so many more questions, but
I don't
just
know.
realized
I don't
like
know. I mean,
over an hour.
no, sorry.
and
Yeah,
then,
well, we need to
No,
talk
it's
more.
literally
You need to
Zoom.
talk.
Yeah, we need to
Vivian, talk to
so
Radhi
much.
about how to
Honestly, I
find
think
out
that
if your
you're gonna help.
husband's hiding
You
money
already
from
are
her.
helping so many
Jesus
people,
Christ.
but I feel
Jesus
so
fucking
inspired
Christ.
after hearing this conversation and just
Yeah, I
the-
mean,
the basics that you
I
went
was
into, but
bored.
even
I
the
was
details
yelling
and
feet
the
pictures. I'm so I
and
do
what you just told me
respect
right
you,
now,
Vivian,
I was like,
but you are
I
wrong.
need
It's not
to-
for
I need to
disagreement.
stop
Some of the
self-sabotaging because
national
it's not
policy you're
good
wrong,
if
but
you
everything you
haven't
tell
started learning
I can
and
actually I don't have the time to
doing,
explain. I'll
and
see if
why
I can
it's wrong before
find.
we've even tried.
Let me see if I
And
have other
so much.
podcasts.
Everyone go
I may find other
out
podcasts and
get
tell her
educated
why
if you
she's
haven't
wrong.
already. She's
Why you're
absolutely
wrong
brilliant,
about
Vivian.
national
Thank you
policy
so
that
much,
President
and I
Trump is
can't wait
setting,
to
and I
go
will.
and ask
I need the time to
It's gonna be so
explain,
fun.
Vivian,
Thank you
why
so
we're
much
doing
for
this.
having me. Been
It's a
so fun.
negotiating tactic. It's not real. So anyway.